My child, I will inject you with something tonight. Yes, you should prepare to see the new chapter of your life because tonight will be the end. The end of the silence. The end of the waiting. The end of the hidden pain buried beneath layers of strength you wore like armor. The end of wandering in the wilderness of your own thoughts, trying to make sense of what is felt senseless. I have watched as you have searched, scraped, knelt, and begged. I have heard every cry that never passed your lips. I have counted the tears that soaked your pillow when no one saw. I know the nights you clenched your fists at the sky and asked me, why? Tonight is the end not of your existence, but of the veil that stood between you and the fullness of me. You have known my presence. Yes, you have tasted a drop of my living water, but tonight I pour the cup in full. I will not merely brush you with light. I will immerse you in it. I will open the floodgates and drench you with myself. You are not losing your life. You are exchanging it. You are not dying to be no more. You are dying to become what you were always meant to be. The false self, the broken shadow, the timid mask you've worn. They fall away now. They serve their purpose. They protected the tender parts of you until I could claim them fully. And now I do. I do. What I place within you tonight cannot be undone. You will feel it before the morning. It will rise like fire in your bones, and it will not let you go. It is not pain, though it may feel like the breaking of your old self. It is not sorrow, though tears may fall. It is me. I am stepping into the temple of your body, and I am sealing the covenant that has long waited to be fulfilled. You have asked for clarity. You have prayed for direction. You have begged for peace. And I have waited for this night, for this sacred hour, when your soul was finally ready to say, not just help me, but have me. And now I will. Do not fear the shaking. When the winds blow through your life and the structures you trusted begin to sway, know this. I am in the storm. I am not punishing you. I am rebuilding you. Every crumble of what you once leaned on is the prelude to the firm foundation I lay under your feet. You have relied on others' voices, but now you will hear mine. You have walked in others' shadows, but now my glory will cast its light upon you directly. I do not give to take away. I do not lift you to let you fall. I do not awaken you only to leave you blind. I am not man that I should deceive. I am not the empty promise, the silent absence, the cruel whisper in the dark. I am not your memory of abandonment. I am not the voice of shame. I am not the absence that broke you. I am the presence that will remake you. What is coming cannot be compared to what was. Even the beauty of your past, the moments where you laughed and felt light, will pale in comparison to the joy I am about to clothe you in. You will wake up with a new mind. You will look at yourself in the mirror and see with eyes that are no longer stained with doubt. You will begin to walk differently, speak differently, think and move and love differently. Because my spirit will have taken full residence in you. The oil will flow. And where there has been dryness, I will bring a deluge. Tonight you will lie down, and the atmosphere around you will change. You may feel warmth. You may feel stillness. You may feel as if the air itself has thickened with weight you cannot describe. That is me. That is heaven drawing near, not to visit, but to inhabit. You are not merely a guest in my presence. You are the house I have chosen to dwell in. And because of this, the chains you once thought eternal will break as if they were never forged. You will not struggle to escape them. They will fall off of you. What bound your heart for years will shatter in an instant, not because you finally became strong enough, but because my holiness consumes what cannot stand before it. You will feel weak, perhaps. Let that be. I am not asking for your strength. I am not requiring your performance. I do not need your impressive prayers or your practiced purity. I need only your surrender, and you have given it tonight. You said yes with your spirit, and your spirit cried out louder than your words ever could. I heard it. I respond now not with a whisper but with a roar. You will feel me in your breath, in your heartbeat, in the quiet space between thoughts. I will dwell in the marrow of your bones. You will walk into rooms, and the atmosphere will shift. Not because of your charisma, but because my presence goes with you. You will find yourself saying things you never rehearsed, knowing things you never planned. And yet, you will be more yourself than you have ever been, because this is what you were created for. I will no longer be a distant figure in your story. I will be the story. I will be the ink and the author, the breath and the page. You are not walking into your future alone. You are being carried into it. And every step will echo with purpose. And know this, my beloved, there will be warfare. The enemy of your soul does not sleep. He will see the fire I place in you and try to smother it. He will speak lies wrapped in familiar voices. He will try to draw you back into the fog of confusion and despair. But you will know better now. You will feel the difference. The counterfeit will no longer satisfy. The old fears will feel like clothes that no longer fit. You will not fight for victory. You will fight from it. I will surround you with those who recognize the new you. Those whose spirits leap when they see the fire in your eyes. You will not walk among those who tolerate your light, they will honor it, and you will honor theirs. I will teach you how to walk in community again. I will heal the wounds that made you run. I will restore your trust and give you wisdom to discern. No longer will you be led by trauma. You will be led by truth. I will give you dreams again. Dreams that come not from fear or fantasy, but from my spirit. I will speak to you while you sleep. I will place visions in your mind that are more real than the world you see. Do not dismiss them. I am awakening a new language in you, one that speaks not to the mind, but to the spirit. You will know things you have not studied. You will feel burdens that are not yours. And as you pray, you will watch them lift from others. I am turning your intercession into a weapon. You will pray and nations will shift. You will speak and spirits will flee. My child, listen closely now, for I will speak to you about time. I will tell you why I often delay. Why I let the hours stretch, why answers are not always immediate. I know you have wondered. I have seen the ache of waiting in your heart. I have watched as you looked to the sky and whispered, when? I have heard the breathless prayers at midnight, the ones that tremble with fatigue. I have not ignored them. I have not forgotten you. I have not turned away. You must understand, my ways are not your ways. My thoughts are higher than your thoughts. You live in the realm of moments. I live in the realm of eternity. You see in part, but I see all. You look at what is now, but I look at what will be. And I design all things with the end in mind. What feels like delay to you is not delay to me. What you perceive as absence is often my most intimate nearness. When I seem silent, I am listening with perfect attention. When I seem still, I am preparing with perfect precision. There are things I speak quickly because you are ready, and there are things I withhold because the ground of your heart must be made ready to receive them. Would you plant seed in winter and expect a harvest? Would you pour oil into a vessel still cracked from its breaking? I wait because I love you. I wait because I know what you cannot yet see. The waiting is not punishment. It is preparation. You are not forgotten. You are being formed. I work in the deep. I work beneath the surface where roots grow before fruit can appear. You pray for strength, and I allow pressure to build. You pray for wisdom, and I bring you to the end of your own understanding. You pray for joy, and I walk you through sorrow so that your joy will not be shallow. You ask me to use you, and I refine you so that when I do, you will carry my glory and not your pride. Would you trust a bridge that had never been tested by weight? Would you drink from a vessel that was never cleansed? My child, I love you too much to rush what must be purified. I do not place you where your character cannot keep you. I do not anoint what would collapse under the weight of responsibility. I do not promote what pride would destroy. I am not slow as some consider slowness. I am patient, perfectly so. And I wait for the appointed time. Not just a time, not just any time, but the appointed time, the fullness of time, the precise intersection of purpose and preparation. There are things you have begged me to do, and you wonder why I have not done them. There are doors you have asked me to open, and you wonder why they remain shut. There are dreams I placed in your heart, and you ask me why they lie dormant. But hear me, not every door is locked. Some are simply not yet ready to be walked through. Not every silence is denial. Some are invitations to trust me deeper. You say, God, I am ready. But I see what still needs healing. I see the unspoken fear beneath your bold words. I see the places where ego would corrupt the gift I long to give you. I see the wounds you cover and the lies you've believed. And I will not give you stones for bread. I will not give you glory that steals you away from me. I will not let your gift take you to places your soul cannot endure. So I take time. Yes, I take time to prepare you, not just the promise. Do you remember Joseph? I gave him dreams as a boy, visions of leadership, of exaltation. But first came the pit, then the betrayal, then the prison. Not because I forgot him, but because I was forming him. He had to learn humility. He had to learn wisdom. He had to learn how to serve before he could lead. I gave him authority when he no longer needed it to prove his worth. I exalted him when he could be trusted to exalt me. Do you remember David, anointed as king while still a shepherd? But I did not place him on the throne immediately. He faced lions and bears, giants and fugitives. He was hunted before he was crowned. Not because I had changed my mind, but because I was training his hands for battle and his heart for mercy. Moses was born to deliver, yet spent 40 years in the wilderness before returning to Egypt. Not one moment of those years was wasted. He learned to listen. He learned to lead. He learned to depend on me. So when I sent him back, he was not the same man. He had become my instrument. You see, my child, I am never in a hurry. But I am always on time. I let time stretch because what I am building is eternal. You want the blessing, but I want to build a foundation. You want the outcome, but I want to shape the vessel. I want you to carry the blessing without it crushing you. I want the dream to lift you, not ruin you. When you ask me for growth, do not be surprised if I plant you deeper. When you ask me for influence, do not be surprised if I first hide you. When you ask me for clarity, do not be surprised if I strip away the noise, even if it feels like silence. But do not fear the silence. I speak loudest in the quiet. I draw closest in the stillness. I am the potter, and you are the clay. I mold not with haste, but with care. If I press you, it is not to harm, it is to shape. If I stretch you, it is not to break, it is to strengthen. If I withhold, it is not to tease, it is to train. You are learning to trust not just my hand, but my heart. I know you want to understand. I know it's hard when my ways seem hidden. But you are not called to understand everything. I have not asked you to carry the burden of knowing, only the posture of trusting. I know the end from the beginning. I see the full tapestry while you only see a thread. Would you unravel the thread to try and see the pattern? Or will you rest in the truth that the weaver does not make mistakes? There is beauty in what you do not yet see. There is goodness in what is still becoming. Even now, I am aligning things for you. I am orchestrating meetings you've not yet walked into. I am moving hearts, softening soil, opening places in the world that will receive the treasure I've hidden in you. Timing matters, my child. Just as the sun rises at its appointed time, just as the tide returns by command, so too will your moment come. And when it does, it will be undeniable. Not by your might, not by your striving, but by my spirit. You are not waiting in vain. Every prayer has been heard. Every tear has been caught. Every longing has been recorded. I waste nothing. I delay nothing without purpose. If it lingers, it is for glory. If it waits, it is for wisdom. I withhold only to give more. You have wondered, did I miss it? No, my child. You did not miss it. You are not too late. You are not disqualified. I am not measuring your worth by your speed. I am not impressed by hustle. I am drawn to surrender. And you have surrendered. You have wondered, will it ever happen? Yes, it will. But not just it will happen. I will come in fullness. I will fulfill what I started. I am not the author of half-finished stories. I complete what I begin. You are my poem, my painting, my promise. I am not just shaping what you do. I am shaping who you are. That's why it takes time. I am teaching you to walk by faith, not by sight. I am teaching you that your identity is not in outcomes but in me. I am pruning you not because I am disappointed but because I am invested. The gardener prunes what he sees as fruitful. I see much fruit in you, and I know how to grow it. Let me do it my way. You think I am taking long, but if I showed you the intricacies of what I am aligning, how the stars themselves are involved in your unfolding, you would fall on your knees in awe. You think I have not moved, but I have moved heaven and earth on your behalf. You think you are stuck, but you are being still in the hands of a God who never stops working. I delay not to disappoint, but to deepen. I hold back to anchor you in me. If I gave you what you asked too soon, you might love the gift more than the giver. You might worship the outcome and forget the source. But I want your heart, not just your gratitude. I want communion, not just transaction. That is why I take time. And one day you will look back and see that I was never late. You will see how each step, each delay, each no, each silence was not abandonment but orchestration. You will see how I carried you when you thought you were alone. You will see how I closed doors that would have led to harm. You will see how I protected you by saying not yet. You will thank me for the prayers I didn't answer because what I gave was better. You will praise me for the time I took because what came was eternal. You will see me not as the one who withheld but as the one who knew you best. So rest now, my child. Rest not in answers but in me. Trust not in the speed of time but in the wisdom of the eternal. Know that even in the silence I am speaking. Even in the stillness I am moving. Even in the waiting I am fulfilling. You are not behind. You are becoming. You are not forgotten. You are being written into glory. And I, the Lord your God, I am not slow. I am perfect, and I am right in time. Amen. Thanks for watching God's Help. Subscribe for daily divine messages. Click on the bell icon. Don't miss out daily God's message.